Final go for LOI. Retro.
We're go flight all the way.
Green light. Fido.
We're go flight.
Guidance.
We're go with no attitude.
Control. Telcom. GNC. Ecom, are you go? Surgeon.
We're go.
O&P. AFD. FAO.
Go.
Green light. Network. Okay, Capcom, give me a green light. We'll go for LOI.
Also going well with our count. We will stand by as we again bring hydrogen back to the third stage. We will see how that operates. We're now at T-minus 2 hours, 9 minutes, 4 seconds and counting.
First attempt to fire a man-made moon into orbit.
All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
And they put me in charge of the space program manager. Hey, welcome. My name is Stockoglaws. This is Buzz Aldrin's space program manager. I thought I'm going to give this a blast. I've seen it on Steam for a good while, and I've watched it. There's not many videos out on Steam on the old YouTube world at the moment, but I did watch a few, and I enjoyed what I've seen. I've played through this once, kind of off screen, just to get a hang of it. I didn't want to, be one of those games that I fail at straight away. And funny enough, I did fail off screen. I got beaten by the Russians in landing on the moon, or putting a man on the moon. I was concentrating on Mars and Mercury. I thought that was really cool, getting a probe and stuff over there. But so we need to focus on the main goal, and that is getting a man on the moon. So here we go. You have to let me know your thoughts, and if you enjoy this video, give it a like. Single player, new game. We're gonna go with NASA. If you guys really want me to, I'll go Soviet in the next. If you want to see some more of this game, the replayability of this game, I don't know. You see for yourselves, make your own judgments. But step into the role of NASA's administrator and lead America's effort in order to be the first nation to put a man on the moon and bring him back safely to the Earth. I like that they add that bit at the end. Put a man on the moon. Oh, yeah, we better bring him back as well. What do the Soviets say? Just put a man on the moon. Assume the role of administrator of the Soviet space program and lead the nation's efforts in order to put a man. Yeah. I didn't even see it. I like the way the Russians are like, I don't care if he's stuck there. Just put a man on the moon. We got to beat the States, and then you got the United States of America. So yeah, put a man on the moon. Oh, we better bring him back again. And the GSA, this is like this campaign mode that puts you in charge of basically the global space industry. So it's NASA, Soviet, JAXA, ESA. No idea what they are. Allows you to play beyond the moon and onto the future. This mode provides a streamlined experience with a clear and focused objective to achieve. You'll be given a long-term objective which, if failed, will end the game immediately. You'll also be given short-term objectives that will grant or deduct prestige depending on whether they are accomplished. That might be the way forward to go, because I've done the NASA one and I've done it in a couple of hours. So it's quite a short. This is going to be a short Let's Play. I don't know whether it's going this because it goes to the future. It means you can get on. Because I was a bit gutted that as soon as you put somebody on the moon, that's it. It's game over. This one is to the future, and I haven't done this one before. So, yeah, we're gonna go the GSA. Okay, we're gonna start that. Now this game is fairly hard, so I'm gonna go normal. Here we go. Is there a loading screen? I've never done the GSA before, so. The GSA has been established. The Global Space Agency. Guess who's in charge? Me! Does anybody else find this funny? Welcome to the GSA Administrator. My name is Dr. Buzz Aldrin. I'm a fighter pilot and engineer specialised in orbital mechanics. Oh, we got Buzz on our side. Awesome. The duties in your newly appointed role involve managing the space agency with opening programs, hiring employees, allocating resources, and planning and executing missions. Beyond me lies the space complex, the place from where all your management activities will take place. I suggest you start by visiting the headquarters in order to open up your first program. I also strongly suggest you start the construction process for the mission control, the astronaut center, and the vehicle assembly building. Excuse me. Please use the magnifying glass button in order to find out the location of each building. Don't forget to look for me inside the headquarters, where I'll give you an estimation of the probability of success for your missions. Brilliant. So we've hired Buzz to be our friend. Cool. The new budget per season during the next 4 years is $3,000. The minimum and maximum target prestige are 187 and 1875, and will grant a budget of 4750 and 10,000 per season. So basically, what this is saying, if you get a prestige, this is your prestige. So if we actually do really, really bad and lose prestige, then we get 4,750 if you don't go below 187 prestige. If you do really, really well and get that much prestige, then we get 10,000, which is a massive jump from what we started for the first 4 years. New campaign objectives have been added. Please go to the Public Affairs Office in order to review them. Brilliant. Okay, so this is our bit of land, the Global Space Agency. What we need to do then is start building. So we want to build ourselves a astronauts center, and this is going to cost us $175. Oh no, sorry, build for $500. It's going to take 2 seasons. There's 4 seasons to a year, so you have 4 quarters to a year. Yeah, the astronaut center is a place where you manage your flight crews. That's the individuals that pilot the aircraft and spacecraft in the crewed space missions. By building it, you recruit new flight crews and send them to advanced training and manage them. The basic building supports a maximum of 7 employees. There we go. So there's that. Mission control. This is fairly important. The Mission Control Center is a place where you can manage your group of flight controllers, which are responsible for monitoring the spacecraft status from the ground. By building it, you can recruit new flight controllers, send them to advanced training, and manage them. The basic building supports a maximum of 5 controllers. You need to upgrade it. So again, that's $300. We're not spending much money. These buildings don't cost a lot of money to start building. So there's $800. Yeah, we've still got 23,400 left. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the music up just a tad if I can. Preferences. There we go. Done. So, okay. So what we got here? Headquarters. So this is the solar system, and we got 22 number of programs which have been opened, or that can be opened, and it costs us money to open a program. So you click on the Earth. So one of the first missions that we got to do. The Earth is the most basic. This is the most basic program. There's a primary goal of placing a human-made object into the Earth's orbit. This is 1955. This has never been done before. I'm not very good on the history, so if you're looking for some history, then I'm really not the person to. Now, okay, what they've done, the Sputnik and the Explorer. The Sputnik's obviously the Russian way forward, and this is the NASA. So they've just basically just mixed in all the. Okay. I'm probably going to stick with the NASA side things. I think more people are going to know that rather than the Russian. Obviously, being British, I'm not fully aware of the NASA history, so my apologies if I get things wrong. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but yeah, the Explorer, that seems like a nice program that we can do. So okay, to open the program, we just click this button here. Do you want to open this program for $981? Yes, please. Successfully open, redirect to the mission management screen. Cool. Oh, Buzz. Okay, so did I call him Buzz Lightyear earlier? I don't know. I just got. I'm going to call him Buzz Lightyear from now on. The Explorer. So this is what we need to do. Earth orbiting satellite. This thing here. Radio signals mission from low Earth orbit. Check me out. Yeah. Explore one satellite. Get some prestige. else there's a shed ton of prestige there we can get from doing this. Now, this will need to be researched. We need to research this this Explorer. As you can see, the current reliability of this satellite is 3%. No, yeah, it's not going to do. We need to research it. Now, we have some personnel. We've got Deborah McPherson, Alpha Uloa. That's a great name. You can help do this. And you can see the stats on space probes: 54%. 45, and you can see the improvement. So it starts at 3%. Got 22.7% improvement straight away, and it will slow down. The improvement will slow down as a higher the reliability bar gets. But we'll just max this out. There we go. So at 28.1%. So you know that it's going to be around about at 28.1% reliability. It's going to be 28.1% reliable by the time they've by the next season. Now we need a rocket, obviously, to get this thing into space. In order to assign a rocket to this mission, the construction process of the vehicle assembly building needs to be finished. That's fine. So we know we're building that. If you go to the space complex, this is this building here. So at the moment we can't launch any rockets, which is a bit of a pain. So that's pretty much it. I do want to start hiring more people, because what you can do is you can actually send these on training. See this person here. The stats are not very good, but you can increase them by quite a fair amount of percentage. We'll probably keep you crude. So your single training course, you can set continuous. So say if you want them at 100%, you set that continuous, and basically they're unavailable until they reach a certain, but we're just sending them on a single training course. Projected improvement is about 18.8%, which is fine. But I do want to hire some more of these. We're going to go through quite a lot of staff, and to be honest, we're going to start losing a bit of money. I don't know whether these are real people. Obviously they're real people, but I don't know whether this is actually Nick Roger, Gook Roger, and Vladimir Succo. So Klaas van der Horst. Yeah, we're gonna hire a few people. I don't want to spend too much money. We are going to go into so you're really good for the money. $26, and you got 60 rockets, 55 space, and 60 EVA. That's cheap as chips. Nick Rennick, you're underselling yourself there. Danny Riss, 26 with a 51. That's pretty good. Yeah, we are going to start losing money. I can guarantee it. Just for the for the first 4 years, and then we're going to be fine for money, I'm sure. Vladimir Suko. Okay, we need to upgrade this. Okay, so we'll hire those recruits. They're going to take basic training. They undergo basic training before they're available for 2 seasons. But what we will do is we will increase. Where is it? There we go. We'll upgrade that for 1,000. Okay. I might even do the mission control as building. Yeah. Okay. Now this is the public affairs. This is where we're going to see this this lady cracks me up when I look at her face. She's so miserable, and I was thinking, oh, it's probably because we've got not much money, not much prestige, and eventually she's going to get this big smile on her face. No, it doesn't happen. Well, let's look at our short-term campaign. Goal name: Chris Kraft. Deadline: 4th quarter in 1958. Prestige points deducted on failure 400. Prestige point granted 300. Staff the mission control personnel group with at least 1 employee and developer their flight director skill to be a minimum of 60%. No problem. Goal name: Edge of Space. Deadline is 1958 Q4. Prestige points deducted, granted. Achieve the following goals: hypersonic research at the edge of space level 1. Okay, that is pretty much achievable, so I'm not too worried about that. What's our long term? Lunar landing. Okay, 1973 Q4. Manned lunar landing. Okay, so we've got to work towards that, because we will fail and cannot carry on with this let's play until we've done that. well, it would just end, you know. So we'll sort that out closer to the time. Oh, there's a little okay. Learn interesting facts. No, I haven't seen this before. It's like a Wikipedia. I think it's called the Buzzopedia. I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is our space center. We're building. We can end the season now. Yes, please. And you can see the you know, how reliable this this probe is now, or this satellite. Bulletin, GSA news. Okay, we've hired a few scientists. We've opened the Explorer 1 program, and we started construction on a few. Construction center, yeah, has ended. Mission control, so mission control is done, and yeah, we've upgraded the SCT center. I think that's science, engineers, and don't know, technicians. The budget assigned for each season remains constant during the first 4 years. After that, your prestige points will be evaluated against target goals, which will determine the budget for the next 4 years. Okay, so basically, prestige points is king. The more prestige points you get, the more money you get. The more money you get, the more you can spend on research and development and hire people, and then the more prestige you'll get. So it kind of snowballs that way. Please visit the public affairs to display the minimum and maximum target goals. Yeah, okay, we're fine with that. Brilliant. Okay, so the mission control center is built. We need to hire a few people. David Law, he looks a really happy man, and Francesca Woodman. Okay, again, so we had one of the missions, wasn't it, to get the missions operations to 60%. So let's have a quick look to see if we can just. There we go, Francesca. Yeah, we've done it. So we've done one of our short-term goals. You're really good for the money. You're really good. Wow, you're really good for the money. Okay, so we'll hire them. After going to basic training, yeah, okay, so they've got to go for basic training. That's no problem. Headquarters. Okay, we've got that one open. Kind of want to finish that one first. We've got these space planes. This is the X-15 or the PKA. Now I know I've done a little bit, tiny bit of research on the PKA. This is a mock-up of what the Soviet fast space plane. It didn't actually become. It didn't become a reality. It was just a theoretical thing where the Americans did. It doesn't. Buzzopedia. Here we go. The PK station was a one-man, 9-meter long gliding spacecraft that weighed 4,500 kilograms, designed for launch in low Earth orbit by an R-7 Vostok-based rocket, built largely on steel. It was protected from the heat with a re-entry by a ventral heat shield. Here we go. Proposed in 1957, the PK space station was a response to the American Dinosaur project and was intended to operate at a 300-kilometer low Earth orbit for missions lasting up to 27 hours. The PKA spaceplane was never built, and work on the project stopped in April '61. So they never managed to get this thing off the road. But I think we will. The X-15 looks cool, but there's something about the PKA. So we're gonna open this program. For 2,780, yes please. Successfully open. We're going to do a bit of a test flight. So atmospheric drop test flight. Cool. But we've got to obviously research it. And we've got no personnel. Because they're all either coming or learning. That's no problem. And it starts at 3% as well. I think we're ready to move it on. We've got a museum. You can see our failures. Okay, so we're going to turn and burn a few seasons now, but it's for the good. We do need to get a rocket up and going as well soon. Graduated, Nick and Danny. Got a few people hired. They're at basic training. We opened the PKA space plane. Construction for the astronaut center and the vehicle assembly. And the SET center's brilliant, up and running. Okay, so the SEC center, this thing is quite important. And we need to hire as many people as we possibly... okay, we have to wait for the end of the year before we can hire some more. Okay, we've got a few more people that we can do some research. So this is your research center, basically. So you go into your headquarters. You go into... manage programs. These are 2 programs we're working on. The Explorer. So we click on the current rockets. We've got no rocket program yet, so we need a rocket to launch this thing. And what it'll do is it'll select all the rockets that were capable of doing it. So we've got the Jupiter C, and we've got the Juno 2, Thorable, and you've got the R7 Sputnik booster rocket. Atlas Agena, Titan 2, the Atlas Centaur, the R7 Lunar booster, R7, the R7 Voskhod, the R7, what's that, the Soyuz booster, the Saturn booster, the Titan 3C, Titan E, Saturn 1B, Saturn C3-B, Proton K, Proton KD, the N1, Saturn V booster, the UR700. Okay, so the UR700, that looks to be the most... So this one here, the Saturn V booster, what are we looking at? Okay, so max payload to suborbital orbital is 1.1. Is that tons? That's yeah, that's quite a lot of kilograms, isn't it? 1,000 kilos is 1 ton, so that's 118 tons. Low Earth orbit. Okay, and then this one here. Wow, okay, that's 600 tons. So this is the beast, the UR700 booster. This is what we need to work towards. But we're a long way. You know, it's 1955. We haven't even thought that far ahead. We're going to start with this nice cheeky program here. Go to the management screen again. You know, it's at 3%, so we need to research it. We've got Nick and Danny going to be researching that. Projected improvement is 19%. Cool. So we're working on this. If we look at the research, you know, so we've got the Explorer. This is coming up quite nicely. It's going to be over nearly 60% on that one, and this is going to be around about 22%. So in a few seasons, we'll be ready for, before the end of the episode. We're going to have our first launch, which is going to be so exciting. Okay, we've hired all you, I guess. No, we can't hire any more people. We've got the astronaut place here. So we'll hire a few astronauts. Astronauts, okay. Let's have a look at some of these skills. Wow, Rosalina Raven, she was a born astronaut. We're definitely gonna have to get her. Same as Bryn. And Enola, I think. If I've seen somebody with Ewan, Zachary, Frank, or Mary Jane, they're so going to be on this space program. Probably you. Right, we're going to be in the red now, because that was... Oh no, we're not. Okay, we're plus 600. We're okay for the moment. But trust me, we will get in the red, because I will keep spending money. There we go. We got that, and you can see the growth on that one as well. So we've hired a load of people. Okay, graduated from advanced training, and we've hired some astronauts. Oh, they graduated from basic training. Okay, so we've got a few flight controllers. And what we do with the flight controllers at the moment is we just train them up. So what I like to do is max out on some of the higher... God, yeah, these are really good. So I want to be over 60% on the mission control, because we're going to pass our there we go. So you need a really good. These are basically the brains of of the operation. If you've got really good flight control system, like back seat, the mission control, then and you got the reliability on the parts, you can't go wrong. You're not going to have failed missions. But this is where the training really comes in handy. You need to hire as many people as you possibly can for the mission control. And that said, I'm going to upgrade that again. Not so much the astronauts, not yet anyway. But yeah, I think everyone's working. Oh, nope, they're not working. Okay, so we've got a few people. We've got Tracy Stanley, who's available. Crewed spacecraft, wow, 63%. Well, let's get you working on a project. So manage programs. I tell you what, we get you working on the PK. Yep, 63%. There we go. And that will slowly just tick up. Cool. So that's at just over 70%. The PK is it the PK or PKA? Yeah. Cool. Bulletin. Mission Control Center, the Mission Control Center. Awesome.